Failing forward. That's a term that we've used for years at Service Express, and it's really based on a book by John Maxwell of the same name, Failing Forward. And it's all about learning from your mistakes, not being afraid to make mistakes and learning from them. Recently, I had a blog on the idea of going out and making as many mistakes as possible, collecting mistakes, collecting rejections as a way to personal growth and achievement. This is the secret unlock that most people don't want to hear about and most people don't want to go through. Everybody wants the success, but they don't want to go through the pain of the lessons that you need to go through to get that experience, to get that success. But how do you do that? Somebody I follow on Twitter quite a bit, he's a political scientist, Ian Bremmer. I like him because he's pretty much down the middle. He calls what I call balls and strikes on both sides, and he's somebody that I go to for information on the political spectrum. And he responded to something he had posted and made a mistake, and he owned it. And he said, how do you learn from mistakes? He said, when you get something wrong, it's important to own it, understand it, and then learn from it. I think the key component to all those three things is to own it. Don't blame others. Own the mistake. Jocko Willink, somebody else I follow that I like a lot, former Navy SEAL who's written a great book called Extreme Ownership. That's another book that we use quite a bit here at Service Express, especially for our leadership teams. Extreme ownership, which means everything that happens, you got to own it. As a leader, you've got to own it. The only way you can learn from it is if you first own it. If you blame others or pass the bucks or deflect or don't want to be self-reflective to think, what can I learn? You're never going to. You're never going to learn and grow from that mistake. And that's where the gold is at in those mistakes. That's the experience, and that will lead you to successes. So go collect more mistakes. Be bold. Don't be afraid to make them. Just own it. Understand it. What happened? What can I learn from it? And then learn and grow from it.